Welcome back, folks. Thank you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to get going once again. Hey, during the break, players getting a chance to refuel and hydrate with some Gatorade as there is more basketball in store. And quite a position here for the Clippers to be in. What do you think, guys?
It was a pretty solid first quarter for this club. They limited their mistakes and really took advantage offensively.
You know what? I like what I've seen from them on the other end, forcing a few giveaways. That's excellent pressure and good activity with the hands.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Crawford and Barnes filling out the wings. Antoine Jamison out there with Byron Mullins. And it's Collison in at the one. Now here is Harris. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Collison against Harris. Deep two from Crawford. No good off the back of the rim.
You know, the Clippers were a much improved defensive team last season. A lot of it comes from their point guard position where Paul can really ball hawk opposing ball handlers. This team was first in the league in steals last season and top 3 in turnover differential.
Now here is Harris after the miss from Crawford. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Hey, Kevin. Well, for the Los Angeles Clippers, the pieces seem to be coming together for a deep run. It all started with the acquisition of Coach Doc Rivers, who was also given a lead role in basketball decision-making. Follow that up with the trade for J.J. Redick and Jared Dudley. That gives the team great shooting on the wings. And both players expressed their excitement to play for the Clips. Guys, this once downtrodden franchise has become a destination.
Good situation, Doris. Thanks.
Yeah, he put himself in great position to finish that break off, guys.
Yep, right to the rack.
And that replay sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one. And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. Across the NBA, a lot of the offenses rely on that point guard to initiate things and get the team set up in the half court. If a floor general is being hounded around the whole time, it can really throw a wrench in the offense.
Well, for the Clippers, that was a big part of their defense last year. Chris Paul and Eric Bledsoe could both really pressure the point, but with Bledsoe now in Phoenix, I don't think the Clippers' defense is quite as good at the point of attack.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
It's just beautiful basketball to watch, Clark.
Now here's Crawford looking for his first basket still in this one.
Really tough to get that shot off with the size differential there. That's not an individual matchup he's going to win every time, especially in the post.
Very well done. I didn't think he had any business operating down there with the big fellas.
The Clippers shooting their first free throw of the contest.
Well, you look at the numbers, Kevin. Last year they were around 71% from the line as a team, so not a very good number there.
Yeah, as a group, really a dismal year for them from the line last season, guys.
I'm not sure what he was thinking about there. That's a strange foul.
Who knows? Maybe he just wanted to take a break for a minute.
Now here's Crawford. Paul kicks to Jordan. Crawford outside. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. The shot by Redick, no good.
Boy, I'm shocked he didn't make that one. He usually knocks that one down with ease.
Well, it was kind of an up and down last few months for J.J. Redick. Traded away by his team of almost 7 years in Orlando. Ended up making a pit stop in Milwaukee before bouncing back to the open market. And there was certainly demand for his services. Every team in the league can use a laser shooter.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Griffin's checked in. 5 to shoot. Nowitzki guarded by Jordan. Good. Nowitzki's got his first basket.
Boy, he's so hard to stop, guys, because he poses a ton of matchup problems for the defense.
And another solid year for Redick last season with two different teams.
Great shooter coming out of Duke, and you really have to respect how hard he's worked to round out his game. He's become more than just a spot-up shooter. He's a team defender. He can move without the ball, but he can put the ball on the floor and get to the rim and finish. I think he's become an excellent guard in this league.
Monte Ellis checked in for the Mavericks. Mavericks trail by 9. Calderon with it. And Crawford picks him up defensively. Here's Marion. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. And with a group of players spanning multiple eras of the NBA and into our current generation of outstanding talent, we see the list here for career per game steal leaders.
And steals, a great indicator of quickness and tenacity and anticipation. The ability to dart in, make a play on the ball, and still recover to stay in front. Obviously, we see some terrific athletes on this list.
Soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
You know, I got to say, Clark, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going to go.
We saw it ended up right where it was supposed to, in the basket.
It sure did.
I don't think anybody knew where it was going to go.
Good, and the assist goes to Ellis. Marion's got his second bucket of the game to go. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Calderon against Paul. Jordan, his first shot coming late, and that one's good. And here's Calderon. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one.
Certainly was not the year the Mavs expected or had in mind last season. After retooling and expecting a playoff appearance, they ended up out of the playoffs and looking for answers.
Here's Paul with a 9-point lead. Griffin attacking, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
What a floor leader he's been at the offensive end.
You know, he's done a terrific job of moving the ball around, sharing it, dispersing it, and running the show.
And the Mavericks call time here. And back to the Mavs, 24-17 at home, which is a solid record, but you have to be better than solid, I think, Steve, to get into the playoffs in the Western Conference.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Kevin. And you think about the Mavs' shortcomings last year. I mean, Dirk being hurt early, so they didn't mesh well. And then when he did come back, there probably was too much ground to make up. So hopefully Dallas can have a full season of health for Dirk and the rest of the roster.
Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Guys, what an amazing transformation for the Clippers since the acquisition of all-star point guard Chris Paul. They're coming off their best regular season in franchise history and now are considered a title contender. But Paul is far from satisfied. He said, "I don't really even think about all that. My mind is always on, what can we do to be better? What's next? Who's next?" I think when you start feeling good about yourself, you stop thinking about moving forward. Guys, he's always in hot pursuit of that first ring.
And credit him for keeping his concentration on his job. Doris, good story. Thanks.
Jose Calderon out of Spain is a terrific playmaker and shooter. He's not a guy who's going to put up big numbers, but you give him the keys to your offense, and he's going to make a lot of good things happen for you.
And he can't get the first one. And going back to Calderon, as good as he is offensively, Steve, you have to manage his matchups defensively.
Yeah, especially in today's NBA, quickness can be so deadly, and I think it's true. Calderon sometimes is at the mercy of those faster point guards in the league, but he can really play. He does an awful lot of good things out on the floor.
Los Angeles leading by 10. Paul with the ball, out guarded by Calderon. Crawford missing again.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
The shot no good. Nice defense from B.J. Mullins. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it.
Yeah, he put himself in great position to finish that break off, guys.
Yep, right to the rack.
The Mavericks have gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Calderon kicks to Marion. That ball's nice feed this time from Jose Calderon. And it's 6 points for Sean Marion. LA's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. The drive by Paul. Griffin dishes to Redick. Sinks the triple. Redick's got 7 points here in this quarter.
What a job he's doing here. I mean, his second quarter has been even better than his first, and that was pretty good.
For 3, Ellis. And finished off by Wright.
Up strong off the offensive rebound.
What a play. They can cut this lead down if they start converting more of their second points.
I'm with you there.
Yeah, but you wonder, where were those earlier? They're just hustling more now.
Right side, Griffin. It's tipped and taken away by Ellis. And we've reached halftime in this one. Los Angeles on top. They're up by 11. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Chris Paul. And Chris, the first half, plenty of assists, lots of points up on the board. What are you seeing out there that gives you the confidence to make so many plays?
Well, in one of these games, it's very up-tempo, fast-paced. And, if they just run, I have fun, assisting and passing on the ball. So it's a fun game for me.
You have fun playing, and we have fun watching, Chris. Thanks, guys.
All right, Doris, thank you. And, folks, make sure to stay tuned in for halftime, and we'll be back right after that.